Hi Stitch Roadies. Well, today's video is a treat. It was first Thursday at Acorns and Threads, and so I headed on over to meet up with whoever showed up, and it was a wonderful little first gathering. One important thing is if you're ever in town and want to go to first Thursday of each month, you want to bring your own chair. Yep, until Janine can get, that supply chain, get some chairs. You got to bring your own chair for stitching. But the stitching room is fantastic. The lighting is spectacular. The space is huge. And she still has some decorating ahead of her, which she had a whole pile of samples that she's going to be hanging on the wall. It's awesome. She's going to be getting a refrigerator. She'll have a Keurig coffee pot. You just bring your own K-cups with you, and yeah, it's another venue to be able to stitch with friends. And today we had a wonderful time. So you'll not only see a little walk around of the shop, but I did a little video at First Thursday, which I'm sure you'll get a kick out of. I also did a little bit of stitching. I mean, after all, it was the first Thursday. And I worked on Ira and Ida. And this is how far I got. All I have left to do on her is her dress. And I purposely did that because I knew that when you go to any kind of stitching where you're stitching with friends, the chances of getting off count are pretty good. And so I wanted my stitch to be at a point where it was almost brainless. Almost. But yes, I am on the downhill stretch of this sweet stitch. Surprisingly, I did not buy anything today, although I did put my order in. I really want to do the sampler that Becca of SamBrie Stitches is charting, and it is the one that you can go see on Brenda and the Serial Starter. Laura, the Serial Starter, was the model stitcher for that particular sampler, and I really want to stitch that one. So I put in my order for fabric and am just waiting for that chart to be ready to sell to me. I did get a sweet gift at my mail drop at Acorns and Threads. It was from Elaine. Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you so much. I watched her on Instagram. She was stitching this. Oh, you have to see the card. The card is just a beautiful, beautiful card. Yeah. This is a painting of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Isn't that beautiful? But I saw her stitching this and I just loved it, and she offered to send it to me. I'll have to see through there. It is this awesome Santa cottage garden sampling, A Time for All Seasons series, and it's called Christmas Eve. And I just loved Santa's his sack. Isn't it gorgeous? So that's definitely going to be a start this year. I really want to have this done before Christmas. So let's see if that can happen. Of course, now I have two. That'll be my second Christmas stitch for this year because I got to get my grandson's stocking done. And then yeah, it's there was so much stitchy goodness in the shop, just so much stitchy goodness. I think I'm going to give the trees a good run for their money here once I finish Ira and Ida. It is going to be a very busy summer for us, but I'm thinking that between my Morgan hoop and the little thingamajiggers, the magnetic thingamajiggers that Audrey Stitchy Witch gave me to kind of contain the bulk, I think that's going to be really helpful tools for getting those trees going. Well, I hope you enjoy the video of both the Acorns and Threads shop, which has daily new things coming in, and also just a little bit of fun show and tell from the gals who showed up for First Thursday. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you the next time around. Enjoy. So today I am going to do another walk around Acorns because it's First Thursday. So here I am at the very first Thursday at Acorns and Threads, post-COVID. Well, COVID's not really over, but we finally get to gather, and Janine has expanded her shop into a classroom space that she'll have workshops and gatherings. And so we're here at First Thursday, so we're gonna get a little show and tell.
And I do not have a floss tube, but I am Melissa J8384 on Instagram, and I just wanted to show Francis Poole, which was inspired by Christine Slaughter, Stitch All the Things. And then I finished Mary Amelia's Bird, and that is thanks to Kim at Contented Stitcher.
And that's on Ada.
That's on Ada, all with DMC.
All with DMC, beautiful.
And then this is, I think it's Birdhouse Sampler, but I'm not sure. Finished that a while ago, called for overdyes. And then my other one is DMC on Flax, Mary Snow.
Wow. And keep holding that up. I want to kind of zoom in on the name there. How you did the name. Isn't that incredible? What's that called?
The Four-Sided Stitch.
Four-Sided Stitch. Fantastic.
I'm SamBrie Stitches on FlossTubes and Instagram, and I am working on my current reproduction chart of Elizabeth Horry 1830, so this is as far as I've gotten so far.
Okay, I'm going to zoom in.
And it's on 36 count linen.
Never say never.
Right? Yep.
Oh, beautiful. And then what's the sister stitching on?
Hey, I'm Rachel, Becca's sister.
That's so happy, Becca's sister.
Oh, yeah. So this is Moonlit Sampler.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is that on the
18 count, it's Be Stitch Me,
yeah.
Headless Horseman.
that?
Love that
Look
color.
at that fabric. Oh. And then on this side of the table,
Hi, I'm Audrey, Stitchywitch 42, Becca's friend. God.
Yes, you have to do that.
And Anna's friend, are we leaving Anna out?
no, we're not friends. We're not friends. Yeah. Okay, so show your books.
I brought down some of my floss books that I haven't shown on my FlossTube or on my Instagram. There's this lovely one. This one I've shown. And then I've got,
Open one of them up so that they
Okay.
can see what.
yes, Bossy Pants.
I'm going to cut your face out and just let focus on the book.
Also, zoom it in, Audrey,
Okay.
on the camera.
So, front cover, on the inside, different paper, one of my cards, a library card, there's 10 floss away bags in here, the back, and the very back.
I am.
And then there's this one.
I love that. That's Wizard of Oz.
Alice.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland. I was wondering, was there a rabbit in the Wizard of Oz?
Possibly playing around in the poppy fields
Could be.
with you. I love you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sheila. I'm all crossed up X on Instagram, and I'm doing some of my long dog sampler. This is Otchet Watt.
What is it called?
Otchet Watt, which I think that's it. I always, or it's Watchet Ot or Otchet Watt. I always mispronounce it. You know, I started this just over 2 years ago on Leap Day.
Buy this one. That one.
2020, just before COVID began. It was part of a Leap Days, Long Dog Leap Day sale that Aaron, 2 Martini Stitchers, started. So typically I only work on it on the 29th of the month,
Okay, I'm
mostly.
gonna zoom in
But
on
I'm
it.
doing a little bit of the bands in between some of the monotonous side building, and I spend most of my 29th dedicated to actually doing some of the work on the band.
And what is that stitched on?
This, it's, boy, there's I think it's a Lugana. It was antique white at first with the original called for colors, but they were too yellowy to my liking, especially one of the called for flosses, although it seemed to look beautiful. So I dyed the fabric, then didn't like the fabric, whitened the fabric, then dyed it again, ended up with this, and then picked different tones of the colors that were recommended, or the called for colors, to come up with these, and I like them.
Wow, it's gorgeous.
And I'm just over 2 years into this 4-year project. The goal is to be done on next leap year of 2024. And I'm a little over halfway, so I seem to be keeping pace, so we'll see if it gets done then. Nonetheless, I'm having a great time with it. It's a fun piece to pull out and work.
Oh, good, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
How do I
Look at that.
introduce myself? Hi, my name is Jennifer.
Look at how she smiles, and and she snorts. She not only laughs, she can snort. Okay, what do you got there?
Well, I just picked up my framing.
Oh my gosh, look at this, Becca. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. So framing, which I don't think a lot of people realize, is that Acorns and Threads
Right.
frames.
Lori framed this. for me.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Perfect frame picture.
Yep.
Okay, and what are you working on today?
Well, what is Jennifer working on today? Jennifer is working on Ragamuffin to a Quaker sampler from Shakespeare's Peddler, which is also Kitten Stitcher. Mm-hmm. So you can get it off our website, or I'm sure you can order it from Acorns.
Look at that big piece of fabric. Is that how big it
Oh,
is?
no, it's not. I had it on a half, so. What am I stitching this on? I'm stitching on 40 count Seraphim Dusty Road
Oh, beautiful.
with the call for, it was stitched in silk from doing the sampler thread conversion.
Okay.
I mean, I have other things in my bag, but
And Margaret?
Hi, I'm Margaret. I am looking at Anna's camera. Hello to everybody out there in FlossTube land. I am working on a Stacey Nash exclusive through Country Sampler.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
correct? It's a club you can join
Is it a monthly drum? Is that what it is, or
it's
what is
quarterly,
it?
quarterly.
Quarterly
like
drum.
seasonally, I guess.
Oh,
I've already done one,
uh-huh.
so I assume this will be released to everyone in a year. Is that usually what happens?
Usually, but I don't know.
We
if
don't
that's-
know.
I don't know.
So they just get to drool over it now.
So I'm in the process of doing the house. It's just a house.
I like how everybody stitches with a different frame or setup, yeah. It's kind of like you make it work for yourself.
Well,
Do you-
I have gripping issues, so I can hold this without squeezing my hand.
So that works for you. And then you don't have aching hand at the end of your stitch.
Yeah, and I keep the stitch
show
area
that
is
too, if
always
she
without me
wants.
touching it. So when I hold this, I'm holding
I
the,
stole somebody's suggestion on Facebook.
when I hold it from the back, I'm holding the unfinished side, so I do
using
not
the,
touch this.
Not touching that. So with a bigger project,
I
do you
did
use a bigger
change-
frame? So your projects never have wrinkles in them then?
From this because.
No, and
if
I
I'm
don't
working with
do,
cottons, I like
if
to
I
stick
do
with
linens,
cotton. But
which
this
I
is
don't
only
like, I
silk
like
in it
Ada best.
For the center
I
of the
like
flowers, so
Becca.
I thought it was okay.
I like Ada, and it keeps it taut, so but when I do linens, if the linen is kind of loosey-goosey,
Yeah,
this
'Cause
will
I
keep
cut
me in. keep
right
me
in the money,
in the
yeah.
money, yeah.
Okay, well,
So it
thank
doesn't
you.
show much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back to Jennifer,
Back to Jennifer,
chapter 2.
as I'm adored.
What is, did it come
No,
spiral?
actually, I took this to Office Depot and they spiral bound it for me, which I thought was a good idea. I had a
I
couple done
love
way.
that. Yeah, I love that. And so what is that one again?
GH 1857.
Mm.
I believe was, I don't know if it was a market release this year or right after market. But this is what I got.
What count is that again?
40.
Holy moly.
I usually work on 40 count. I just cannot remember the fabric, which is just distressing.
I'm kind of, that's beautiful, but I'm distracted by that bag that's right there with the blackbird. Isn't that blackbird fabric?
Who did I get this from? I got this from,
Maybe on Etsy?
no, it was a cross-stitch shop I got this from.
It's beautiful.
Because she also had an exclusive, Queenstown sampler. The little, oh God, I can't think of what it was, can't remember.
That's okay. You're getting older.
I know, I'll be 50.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know, ain't that the truth?